hardest things for a teenage girl is going through a friend breakup. This may look like a friend betrayal. It may look like somebody turning her back on her or stabbing her in the back, or it may look like a friend just suddenly disappearing. When this happens to a teen, they are left feeling abandoned, confused, and paralyzed because the thoughts that are triggered usually end up making them feel like they are not enough and they don't feel like they're equipped to move forward and make healthy friendships. But the good news is there are things that you can do to help, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Thanks for tuning in to this important video. My name is Rood, and I am a life coach for teen girls and young adult women and a parent coach. I talk to girls almost always about friendships because it's one of the most important parts of their life, but it can also be one of the most painful parts of their life. And similarly, as a parent watching your daughter go through a friend challenge, it can be devastating. Very often your emotions get triggered, and it's hard to know the best way to guide your daughter through some of these friendship ups and downs. But today I am going to share with you 3 parenting practices so you feel equipped to help your daughter deal with any girl drama and navigate friend challenges in a way that brings her a sense of confidence and resilience. When teenage girls go through a friend challenge like a betrayal, backstabbing, gossip, or a sudden abandonment, it can leave them feeling very hurt and very confused. Often, girls start thinking that it's something that they did. They internalize the experience and believe something is wrong with them, they are not good enough, and they question their ability to form healthy friendships. Oftentimes, this leads them isolated and feeling very insecure. But you can help. The first way that you can help your daughter if she's going through a friendship challenge, and even before she's going through a friendship challenge, this parenting practice is useful. It is to help her understand friendships. When you help your daughter understand friendships, what you're doing is broadening her perspective. Most teenagers see friendships as very black and white. We're either friends or we're not friends. We're best friends or we're enemies. They forget that there are many different types of friends, and they don't always recognize the nuances in a friendship. As you build your daughter's friend awareness, you're talking with her about qualities of a best friend, a good friend, a pretty good friend, and acquaintances. You want to explore what she values in each types of friend, what her expectations are in these different types of friendships, and how a person might change from an acquaintance to a best friend, or vice versa. When your daughter has a broad understanding of friendships, she's better able to understand why changes and challenges occur, and she's better equipped to handle them with a sense of calm and security. The second way that you can help your daughter deal with friendship challenge or change is to teach her about boundaries and assertiveness skills. Boundaries are essentially what is and isn't okay with her, and assertiveness is about expressing her boundaries. You can help your daughter identify her boundaries by asking her the simple question, is that okay with you? Or what is okay and what isn't okay? You want to do this with each type of friendship, so she does understand that boundaries with a best friend are very likely different from boundaries with an acquaintance. When it comes to assertiveness skills, you need to teach your daughter how she can confidently, directly, but also respectfully express her boundaries. This might be through direct instruction. It is definitely going to be through modeling, so be mindful of how you express your boundaries because she will learn by watching you. And it's about having conversations where she can start to identify times that she has set her boundaries comfortably or been assertive about her feelings and her needs, and how that that can transfer into a friendship. The other thing that's important to talk about is how boundaries and assertiveness actually can make a friendship stronger. Friends need to have an understanding of what is and isn't okay with us. Very often, girls will think that it's a confrontation if they're stating a boundary, but in fact, it's a conversation because it invites another person to express their boundaries, and that deepens an understanding between friends and helps the friendship grow stronger. The final parenting practice involves teaching your daughter about the role of accountability and forgiveness. Accountability and forgiveness are important parts of a healthy friendship, and especially when it comes to resolving conflict. Talk with your daughter about what each of these mean to her, and maybe situations in which she might need to take responsibility and hold herself accountable for her actions, and when she might need to ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness. This is going to be very personal depending on her age, her friend situation, and family values. So explore these concepts alongside her. Help her develop an understanding of accountability and forgiveness and how it can be used in a friendship to not only repair and deal with conflict, but also to make a friendship grow stronger. Because just like boundaries and assertiveness, accountability and forgiveness are key ingredients to a strong and healthy friendship. Whether or not your daughter is currently involved in a friend challenge, these conversations are critical to building her friend awareness and her social confidence, and they can really be started as early as elementary school. As you're having these conversations with her, remember to listen from her point of view. That means listen to understand what she thinks. Try to avoid going into stories about your friendships in high school or middle school. Try to avoid telling her exactly what you think she should do, and instead explore alongside her. Be curious, have an open mind and an open heart, and keep the conversations going. This is going to be really important because her friendship changes and challenges will last, frankly, all through her life. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like this video and share your comments or your questions. I always read them and look forward to hearing what you have to say. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great parenting suggestions and tips.